Hi Virgo, the problem with a lot of astrologers is that they take a general statement about a star sign. In your case, this month, October 3rd, 2013, the one of blanket statement saying, Virgos are not prone to passionate impulse, spur of the moment actions. I don't believe that's something that is permanently fixed in your character. And we see that by the right angle of Jupiter to the Sun in your second house of finance this month. We see the conjunction of the Moon and Mars in your 12th house of expenses. So I'm going to go against the grain here and say that this is precisely what may happen this month for you, where, let's just get this in context. The 11th house of your horoscope is actually to do with your friends, your acquaintances. It's a profit sector as well. But I'm just getting this sense you may be egged on or sort of coerced into spending more than you want. There's a little bit of a manipulative energy here as well, because we see that Pluto is also going to be part of this celestial configuration, 2nd of October. We see your idealism there is strong with Mercury to Neptune. And then, of course, with these hard aspects from Jupiter, we see that that's perfecting on the 13th of October. So this whole first 2 weeks, I'd be recommending you take very great care with your finances, but possibly even greater care with the people that you're associating with, for fear that you may want to keep up with the Joneses, or may be embarrassed that you're not sort of participating in some of the activities or the speculative enterprises that everyone else is. Sometimes we see these social sorts of fads that take on, pyramid selling or whatever it is. I'm just getting the sense that you could get caught up in the moment and do something that's really out of context for your character, but not impossible for your character, is what I'm saying. So do take care up to the 13th. We see there that on that 13th, the Sun is in what we call a perfect right angle or square to Jupiter, and that's usually what happens. These two principles or planets, Sun and Jupiter, show generosity, but when they're in the right angle, then it can indicate waste or throwing away money. And Pluto's in I believe, in the 5th house now, which is speculation, and we have the right angle from the Sun to that planet on the 2nd. So that's how I'm sort of rationalizing the prediction here for you. Fortunately, there are some good aspects too. They're not all bad. We see here that the drive to push yourself a little bit harder after the 15th, when Mars moves into your Sun sign, is good on one level. It's also an accident-prone transit, because the 8th ruler, Mars, is not friendly to your ruler, and it's the 8th ruler after all. So I'm just getting the sense that you should maybe slow your pace down for the rest of the month after that. Take some time out. We see that can be augmented by some very nice transits on the 17th by Venus and Mercury. And then, of course, there's a powerful eclipse, lunar eclipse there on the 19th of October in your 8th house. So that's going to be very, very revealing. You can enter into that with a refreshed, relaxed state of mind. Rather, if you can move into that eclipse with a relaxed state of mind, then it's going to be very, very revealing in terms of your relationships. It's a very strong sexual aspect as well. And this can unleash a lot of pent-up or even unconscious emotional energy that I think is going to be useful if you handle it in the right sort of way. Mars moves into the opposition of Neptune. And this is important too, because after the 20th, or leading up to the 20th, but also maybe after that, this is going to have strong ramifications for your most important personal one-on-one relationships. If you're married, this can show a dichotomy between what you expected the relationship to be and what it's actually turning out to be. Now, if you're going to sit back and just wait as a spectator to see where this is going to end up, you're not going to be happy. I thought I'd take a pause there so that I can give you the upside of that, and that is that That's if you remain a spectator. If you take some some initiative there, and we see that that's quite likely after the 23rd, when the sun moves into the third house of communication, then you can negotiate something that's going to ward off some of the negative results that I led you to believe are inevitable. They're not inevitable. And we also see your ruling planet, Mercury, is moving into the retrogression again this month. So it's a time for you to backtrack a little, think about the alternative ways of approaching this situation. And I think you can end up with a win-win situation after all. That's also very, very strongly possible around the 30th, when Mercury moves into the conjunction with Saturn. Now, that's the exact date, but we see for a few days leading up to that's when your focus is going to be strong and deliberate, and you can achieve the sort of results you want in those relationships because of the ruling transits. Hope to see you here again next month. In the meantime, astrology.com.au will offer you the daily and more in-depth monthly textual analysis of what's happening to your star sign. The yearly forecast there can put you in the picture as to where all of this is going. Rather than looking at the monthly jigsaw piece, we can see the whole picture in total. Look forward to your company here next month. Take care now. Bye-bye.